8 Biggest Rule Changes in MLB History, 2023 edition. Before we start, I would like you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Baseball Busters 2. 8. Interleague Play, 1997. Prior to the introduction of interleague play in 1997, the only time American and National League teams would compete against each other in games that count toward official team or league records was in the World Series. Although there are those against interleague play and the argument exists that it diminishes the prestige of the World Series, its introduction has opened up games between geographical rivals that may not have been seen in generations. 7. Instant Replays, 2008. The introduction of instant replays to overturn incorrect decisions is one of the biggest rule changes in MLB history. Taking place in 2008, it was the last of the 4 major sports leagues in the US to have a replay review system in place. Under the most recent instant replay system, each manager is allowed 1 challenge per game and will lose it only upon an unsuccessful challenge. From the 8th inning onward, the umpires can initiate a replay review or for any boundary home run call. 6. Pitch Clock, 2023. One of the most significant rule changes in MLB history was the introduction of the pitch clock. Pitchers have 15 seconds with empty bases, or 20 seconds with runners on base to begin their motion, or they'll be charged with a ball. Batters not in the box within 8 seconds receive a strike. In 2021, an average MLB game took 3 hours 11 minutes. The introduction of the pitch clock has shaved about half an hour off game times, which is keeping fans engaged. 5. Base Size Increase, 2023. The MLB approved the changing of base sizes from 15 to 18 inches and introduced it in 2023. The changes at first, second, and third base are designed to reduce player collisions and injuries, as players have less time to reach full speed following the reduction of 4.5 inches between bases. Base size increases gives low payroll teams a strategy to capitalize on. They can field younger, cheaper and faster players to steal bases, and the MLB rule change gives the league another weapon to keep fans engaged. 4. The Designated Hitter Rule, 1973. One of the biggest rule changes in the MLB was the introduction of the designated hitter (DH) rule, allowing for the addition of a 10th man to take the place of a pitcher in a batting lineup. It had immediate effect, with the first ever designated hitter Larry Eugene Heisel hitting a home run with 2 men on base, then a grand slam in a preseason game. Designated hitters scored 120 points higher than the pitchers they replaced in the first season of the new rule. Almost 50 years after the American League first introduced the rule, the National League adopted a designated hitter position in 2022, making the rule universal. 3. Steroid Bans, 2005. Steroids first entered baseball sometime in the late 1980s, resulting in offensive records being smashed. Although drugs were outlawed in 1971 in baseball, steroids weren't specifically banned until 1991. It wasn't until 2003 that major league players were tested for performance-enhancing drugs, but suspensions only ranged from a 10-day ban for first-time offenders to a 1-year ban for a 4th offense. Only in 2005 were tough penalties introduced. For positive results to steroids, a player will receive a 50-game suspension for a first-time offense, 100 games on a second positive test, and a lifetime suspension from the MLB upon a third. 2. Ending the baseball color line, 1947. Although not technically a rule, the ending of the color line in baseball is one of the most significant moments in Major League Baseball history. General racism during the late 19th century influenced the High Minor International League to ban the signing of black players in 1887. In the MLB, there was no written rule segregating African American players from the league, but it was a widely known understanding between teams, which ultimately saw the creation of the first Negro National League in 1920. It took Jackie Robinson to break down the baseball color line in 1947, ending 60 years of segregation. He went on to feature in the Dodgers' first World Series championship in 1955. 1. Dead ball era ends, 1920. The best baseball player of all time, Babe Ruth, defied the deadball era to hit 29 home runs in 1919. For everyone else, it was a time of slower and strategic swinging in games filled with singles and doubles. The biggest rule change in MLB history was introduced in 1920, outlawing doctored pitches and putting to an end the spitball. No longer was the same ball used all game. The live ball era was born and Ruth hit 54 home runs, with the new rule changes helping baseball regain relevance and to explode in popularity. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen, because I'm sure you'll love them.